Hey guys, welcome back to Control Z Crypto. So I just wanted to record a quick video around Matic Vault for anyone who's invested in this app. Basically, something very weird is going on, which I can't explain. So if anyone is watching this video who knows what's going on, please let me know. That would be great. But I've been trying to work out, dig into this, but I can't really figure it out. So Matic Vault is about to run out of contract balance, essentially. So it's very low in funds. Contract balance is here 24,000 Matic, which is pretty much where we expect to be at this point in the contract. So nothing surprising there. If we go and have a look at the contract on Polyscan, we also see the same thing, 24,000 Matic. But it's been 24,000 Matic for a day or so now. And so I went on here and tried to withdraw, and I'll show you what happens when you try to withdraw from Matic Vault at the moment. So if you hit the withdraw button, you get the MetaMask notification, and you essentially get this message, not able to estimate gas, and this transaction is expected to fail. And that normally happens when there's something going on the chain, or in the contract, I should say, that when MetaMask basically tries to simulate the transaction ahead of time, it knows it's going to fail. So when you get this, it means it's going to fail. It also gives fairly high gas fee to try and push it through, but it's not going to happen. And in fact, when you go and check the contract on the chain, and I'll show you that here, you can see that all of the transactions have failed actually over the last 24 hours or so. And I think the last successful transaction is just over a day from now. So last successful transaction 1 day, 4 hours ago on the withdrawal. And this is very strange to me because for two reasons. Okay, so you'd expect, people can't withdraw once the contract balance has hit zero, but the contract balance hasn't hit zero. And so I thought, well, maybe there's something in the code that that will block it. So I thought, okay, maybe there's a problem with the site. Maybe like other sites have done, they once the contract balance gets low, they pull something shifty on the site, and they prevent people from withdrawing. So I'll just cancel this transaction so it doesn't returns me to the page. So sometimes I think we've seen that with Multimatic where they actually change the web page to operate differently. So I thought, okay, what's happening there? Let's have a look at the contract address again and go directly to the contract and try to execute it this way. And it's exactly the same. So if you go to try to withdraw from the contract directly, you get the exact same error message, which is just really strange to me. And I've checked that contract hasn't changed. They haven't linked a different contract address on the website. That's still the same one. That's called Matic Vault that I have in my spreadsheet as Matic Vault from a week ago. So nothing's changed there. So I thought, okay, let's check the socials to see if there's anything on the Telegram, on the Twitter. So of course the Telegram, there's a message you can contact Matic Vault, but if that address doesn't exist, and of course on Twitter this account no longer exists. So I mean, it's not surprising that the dev has just disappeared. That is expected, I think, when the contract balance runs low. What's really strange about this and is really concerning to me is that you cannot do a withdrawal on the actual chain out of Polygon Scan. So not only you can do this by bypassing the website, you just go directly on the chain, you can do it. But as you can see, my transaction, everyone's transactions are just failing, even though there is still 24,000 Matic in the balance. And I had a look at the code because I thought, all right, so this is a stable one fork. Matic Vault is a stable one fork, and I compare the code between Matic Vault and Stable One, and they're almost exactly the same. Like there is basically, if we see the changes they're highlighted, it's the name is changed, the interest rate is changed between the two. That's different. We've got this public bool public is sale open equals false set in the code. So I'm wondering if there is some sort of flag that the devs have put in here that they can kind of switch things on and off. Like that's a possibility. But I just don't see much in there that can affect it. So this is sale open. Basically, it's preventing, from what I can see, it's actually just preventing investment once that flag is switched. But that doesn't seem to be what this is about. And look, the code between this and stable one is exactly the same, pretty much exactly the same. And yet you cannot withdraw, even though there is that contract balance. So, I did have a look at the audit as well, if it's still on there. Let's just have another quick look now. I don't think there was anything that was throwing up. So we just got the high issue. There was nothing in here about any backdoors, any ways that the devs could just pull out the money or stop people. There's no vulnerabilities, no backdoors, no scam scripts. It's safe to use. And given the code is the same as stable one, I'm really just confused about why this is happening. So I thought I'd put this out there as a bit of a PSA, just to anyone who's trying to get money out of Matic Vault. It doesn't look like it's possible, and I can't work out why based on the contract. It's failing. It's not allowing withdrawals. It's not related to the website. It seems to be a problem in the code itself. And I would guess that if that's a problem in this code, it's probably in the code for stable one or any other similar clone. So it's really strange for it to run out of, not do withdrawals while there is still balance sitting on that contract. So there you go, guys. If anyone knows anything about this, let me know. I'd be very curious to understand why this has happened. And if you are invested in Matic Vault, it just looks like that you can't get any investments out, and there's no way of doing it on the block itself, as it's not a website issue. So hopefully this is useful to some of you guys. If anyone has any idea what's going on, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.